Oh, yeah. Ta-da! Oh no, here comes God, and I'm naked. I better hide. I said, here comes God.
Where are you?
I heard you in the garden, and I'm kind of freaked out because I'm naked, so I hid.
Who told you you were naked? Did you eat from the forbidden tree?
Alas, yes, I and my lady friend dined on the sweet, forbidden flesh of knowledge, per the serpent's recommendation.
Because you have done this, cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you will eat food from it all of the days of your life.
Becky, you gotta get it together. I'm more comfortable being the weak link.
He's dead!
Who's dead?
Isaac Blaze is dead!
Your fire-bellied newt?
I went to check on him in his aquarium this morning, and he was just floating there, fire belly up.
Do you wanna talk about it?
I want to have a memorial.
Right now?
Yes, right now! Isaac Blaze was a fire-bellied newt and a dear, dear friend. For 6 years, he resided in the aquarium located in my room on top of my dresser. We loved each other dearly. And now, Isaac's best friend, Rembrandt Amsterdam III, would like to say a few words in remembrance.
Thank you. You look like a lovely crowd. Speaking of looking, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
Rembrandt Amsterdam III! How can you make jokes at a time like this?
Becky, my friend, how could I not?
Isaac was flushed only this morning!
Flushed? I was flushed. We've all been flushed in one way or another. And most of the time, you don't see it coming.
Man, your goldfish loves you.
I'm a lovable guy.
He'd probably stop loving you if you stopped feeding him.
Man, this fish loves me so much that I could flush him down the toilet and he'd come back to get flushed again.
You want to bet?
You're on.
I could dwell on my misfortune, or I could push forward, and push forward I did, until I received my first taste of freedom. In the municipal sewage system.
That's awful!
No, not awful. Horrific! But in the midst of that unending septic terror, I enlisted comrades. Other aquatic novelties fall into a similar fate. But wait, it gets worse. We could nearly see the light at the end of the loathsome storm sewer when my companions succumbed to the grim nature of reality.
I think it was the crocodile.
Severed from my only allies in the sea, I wallowed in my fish misery. Why had God abandoned me? I made the decision. I beached myself and I waited for the gentle caress of death. But then I was saved at the last moment. And that's where I subsequently met Isaac Blaze, the fire-bellied newt, the dearest friend of my treacherous journeys. My utter despair had led to my salvation.
So your suffering ended when I saved you.
No. Suffering doesn't end. It's ongoing. I'm suffering right now. I'm in a plastic bag and 16 ounces of tap water paying tribute to my dead best friend. I hate to call rock bottom prematurely, but I am a species of limited imagination.
How are we supposed to move forward when it just means more pain and more anguish and more dead starter pets?
In times of trouble, I look to the wisdom of Psalm 22. Do not be far from me, for trouble is near and there is no one to help.
I feel better already.
I don't.
Ah, but there's another part to that psalm. It also appears in Matthew 27:46. My God, why have you forsaken me? You know who said that? Matthew. He was quoting someone. His name starts with a J.
Joseph.
No.
Jonah.
No.
Dr. Seuss.
Ah, Jesus said it.
Jesus. I was gonna say Jesus.
But that doesn't make any sense. Jesus is the Son of God. How could he question whether the Lord was with him?
Suffering cuts both ways, Becky. God suffers when we fall short of our promises, our covenant with God.
God suffers?
Absolutely. God willingly suffers right along with us, and in this way, we are never alone in our suffering. And that is a very comforting thought.
It is. Thank you, Rembrandt. I appreciate your heartfelt, albeit self-centered, eulogy.
Don't mention it, Becky. Don't mention it at all.
I'll miss you, Isaac.
He must have been a pretty amazing newt.
He was. Thanks, Todd. For everything.
Don't mention it.
I don't think he's coming back.
Give him a minute.